national holiday in 1986. However, his life had become a fixed part of American mythology for years prior to this. Indeed, to many African Americans whose rights he helped expand, to many other minorities whose lives his victories touched, and to many whites he welcomed to the changes his leadership brought. King's life seemed mythological even as he lived it. He is celebrated as a hero not only for the concrete legislation he enabled, but for his articulation of dreams and hopes shared by many during an era of upheaval and change. Our first speaker is Steffi Noble Beans. She is better known as Mama Beans in the Minister of Prayer at Whitworth University. Steffi Noble Beans is the founder of Fields of Diamonds of the House of Blessings, and an assistant pastor at the Church of Barakah. She's also a singer, writer, and all-around lover of people. She is well known as a motivational speaker for kindergarten through 12th grade schools, as well as universities, churches, and community groups. Ms. Beans uses her life experiences to uplift, encourage, and empower the community with her honest words and her sincere and genuine spirit. Please welcome Ms. Stephanie Nobel Beans.
Freedom, 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 freedom. I step to this mic to say the King is still singing from every mountaintop. Let freedom keep on ringing. I lift my voice, I let it rise because of the legacy in me. My eyes are on the prize. I lift my voice with a melodious sound because my people sing, I ain't gonna let nobody turn. My people endured injustice, and this is what they said: I'd rather be dead than in my grave, for I again be a slave. I said I'd rather be dead than in my grave, for I again be a slave. Should be for everyone, but yet I hear the King singing, we shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, that we shall overcome someday. Yes, after all these years, I'll put the challenge to you. Will you make a difference? Tell me what you're gonna do. Will you stand up against rape? Hate? Will you stand up for one another? Not because of the color of skin, but because you are my sister and my brothers. For the King took a stand, endured hatred and strife. He believed in the dream. It even cost him his life. So I step to this mic to say, help the legacy live on. I hope that you'll remember the King and continue freedom's song. For freedom
shapes and colors and sizes and all the different personalities that are represented here. It makes my heart truly grateful for all of the sacrifices that people fought for in this country.
Okay, and what Martin Luther King Day says to me is it reminds us all that we live in a world where everyone is different, and those differences make us stronger. And I think that's what America is in general. We've come a long way in my lifetime, but we have a lot further to go. And we need to keep remembering that, and we need to keep working towards it. And it's not just one day, it's forever.
Please welcome the Pacific Islander dancers.
a person or a man that believes in himself and knows that he can push through no matter what anybody else says, and I think that's awesome.
Next up we have the LC Step Team.
Touch it, bring
hey, yo,
it, baby, watch
I
it.
told you that was coming back to Boston. See, now you know who the guard is back when in the city, and you know who the squad is. Flip on chill, see ain't nothing changed. No, I'm back with the remix with the queen. Turn it up when you see me in the spot, you can better respect it. They already know what my work ain't no reason to check it. And you know that you ain't just me just for the record, so we stand up and back and baby, just flash for the setting.
Baby, guess who it is? Mary J. Blige, I'm about to handle my biz. I'm on my grown woman, still I rep for the kids in every hood, and all my people doing a bit. Now you know who's really the queen, deliver the mail. 730,000 first week of my sales. The haters plotting and they watch looking on bail. While I'm on a yacht overseas doing my nails.
hypnotized. I can dance all day, I don't keep step. Yeah, I'm looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might possibly get down with the tool in his hand. Now, my ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low and the pound of real fast, just like the purple.
People, because without Martin Luther King, we wouldn't have the society we live in today. It would be divided and nobody would be tolerant or accepting of other races and other choices that people make. Martin Luther King means to me what his name means to me, leader of peace. I don't know if that's like actual, but that's what it means.
Can we have everyone stand again, and gentlemen remove your hats? The national black anthem will be sung by Alicia Dumas and Camille Mitchell. We are going to have Pastor Happy Watkins come up. He is the pastor at New Hope Baptist Church and still proudly serves there for almost 22 years. The community has embraced Pastor Watkins and recognized him over the years for his dedication. Happy is also widely known for his powerful rendition of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, which he delivers annually at the Spokane's King Day Parade, as well as at other venues throughout the region. He's also recognized as a dynamic motivational speaker and lecturer, and is invited regularly to deliver his inspirational messages to organizations, educational and religious institutions, and at community events across the state. Please welcome Pastor Happy Watkins.
What a privilege and what an honor it is to come to LC, home of the Tigers. What a great student body we have here. I love going to 2 schools every year. That's North Central and LC, because of your diversity, because of your spirit. If Martin Luther King was standing right here today, he would look each of you in the eye and tell you to be the very best that you can be. Each one of you are here, you are gifted, you've got passion, you're talented, you're special. Each one of you are unique in your own self. And he would tell you, if you can't be a tall pine on top of a hill, be a shrub in the valley. But you be the very best little shrub that you can be. If you can't be the tree, be the bush. If you can't be the highway, be the trail. If you can't be the sun, be the star. It's not by the size that you win or fail. He would shout today and tell each of you to be the very best that you can be. And then I believe he would tell you to respect 3 of the greatest institutions on this universe, and that's your family, your home, and the kitchen table. A house is built with walls and beams, but a home is built with love and dreams. And in that home is 2 of the greatest certified PhD people there is, and that's your parents. Respect them, love them, because they try to provide a safe home, food, clothing, travel. Give them some love every day and every evening. And then sit down at the most important piece of furniture in a house, and that's the kitchen table. And if Martin Luther King was here, he would tell you his success, all of his awards, came because of his family, his home, and the kitchen table. And then there's another great institution, and that's the educational system. From the elementary, from the high school, from middle school, university, and colleges. He respected and loved them. He would tell you, knowledge is power. Be the best you can be. So I want to share the dream with you. It was a dream on the 28th of August, 1963. Close to 1 million people were there to hear this man talk about a dream, and I want to share that dream with you so that each of you, when you leave here, dream big, find that passion, and with all the gusto that you have in life, go after it. So I say to you today, my friends here at Lewis Clark High School, home of the Tigers, that even though we face the difficulties of today and of tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream that is deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women, boys and girls are created equal. I have a dream that on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will one day be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that even in the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will one day be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content and beauty of their character. I have a dream that even in us down there in Alabama with this vicious racist, with his governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, down there in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to hold hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places shall be made plain, and the crooked places shall be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jingling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, play together, pray together, struggle together, go to jail together, stand up for freedom together, knowing that one day we shall be free. And this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. And you know, students, if America is to be a great nation, then this must be so. So, let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the Convocation slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And when, hey y'all, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, every state and every city, we will speed up the day, yes we will, when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to hold hands and sing in the words of that old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Thank you, and first of all, give yourselves a hand. You are an outstanding audience today. Thank you. Let's give one more round of applause for our special guests, Miss Stephanie Bean and Pastor Happy Watkins. A round of applause again for our performers, as well as the staff and students who organized this con. A round of applause for them. And today's also a special day because we have a celebration. And to communicate that celebration to you, a couple of faces you'll recognize. I'd like to introduce to you from KHQ, Stephanie and Dan. What's up, LC? What is up, LC? We are so excited to be a part of today's program. I think the good Reverend would agree with me that someone who also followed his dream was the great Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, considered by many to be the greatest boxer of all time. When I was a senior, a long, long time ago. Where are the seniors, by the way? I'm going to talk to the seniors for just a minute. Seniors, are we counting down? Yeah, we are. All right, so we're going to take it back a long time ago when I was sitting in your shoes. Long time ago. I had a chance to meet the great Muhammad Ali. 18 years old, had no idea what I wanted to do. No idea. Do I go to college? Do I get a job? No direction. When I asked Muhammad Ali for a simple autograph, instead he took the time, knowing that I was getting ready to graduate from high school, he took the time to write this poem to me. I have it signed, sealed, and it's in a big, big frame in my basement. It said, "To Dan Kleckner from Muhammad Ali. Go to college, gain some knowledge. Stay there until you are through. If they can make penicillin out of molded bread, they can make something out of you." Now the seniors already know this. Freshmen, sophomore, juniors, you're getting to know this with every year that goes by. But seniors, you already have a head start among a lot of other folks out there because you went here to one of the greatest schools in Spokane, Lewis and Clark. And I mean that. And the reason you got that head start is because of the teachers. And that's why we're here today, is to say thank you to all the wonderful teachers at Lewis and Clark who have guided these seniors so they can take the next step in their life. Teachers, would you please rise? And boys and girls, give your teachers a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, teachers.
Realize this, but he is a senior citizen. Sorry. That's why we work so well together. Anyway, it's our pleasure to be here today. And for the supreme surprise, we are honoring our Teacher of the Month this year, so give it up for Mrs. Wells.
Mrs. Wells! Where is Mrs. Wells? It is to be here in Lewis and Clark. Would you mind?
どうもすいません。本当に信じられない。
Translation, LC rocks? Okay, LC rocks, good. Well, on behalf of Eastern Washington University and KHQ, we would like to present with you, first of all, this framed certificate that recognizes your achievement. Thank you.
And on behalf of KHQ, an Apple paperweight for all those A's that you grade. Also, we typically have a representative here from Eastern Washington University. Oh, she just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Eastern Washington University.
So a little bit of background, we've been honoring a Teacher of the Month for 25 24 years. You're joining almost 200 colleagues at this level of recognition. And to be honest, we could not do it without the support of KHQ. So please, let me hear a Lewis and Clark Tiger cheer for KHQ. So KHQ serves us and helps us not only with this special program, but with public service announcements throughout the month, reminding us all how important education is and how important your teachers are. So we're so grateful. Now, all of this starts by a couple of students who wrote a letter telling us how absolutely fantastic Sensei Wells is. They're seniors, and my sense is they didn't have to keep taking their language class, but they said they did because of Sensei Wells. So Rachel Smith and Jessica Lemley, come on down. For Jessica and for Rachel, a bag of Eastern gear, just to get you thinking. I know you're seniors. And a $15 gift certificate to each of you from Hastings. Congratulations. And for Sensei Wells, in case she's ready to go back to school, free credits for class at Eastern, a 4-credit class, so that you can continue your education with us and keep those clock hours current. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations, LC.
Congratulations, Mrs. Wells. This is awesome. We hope you'll tune in tonight at 6 o'clock on Channel 6. What time? Freshmen, what channel? Oh, they're smarter than they look, huh? Absolutely. Seniors, we wish you all the best. Take those words from Muhammad Ali and continue just to rock on. You guys did a fantastic job here at LC. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody. Once again,